What's up, guys? It's Ola here, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but today I want to bring you a deck profile of a deck that I actually really like this format, and since Glow Bulb came back to, one, like, a lot of people were trying out different plant variants, so I wanted to test out Plant Rulers. Now, Plant Rulers is, like, it's such a good deck. It gives so many power plays. You can summon monsters that the big three can't really get over, like Thought Ruler, Felgrand, and Leo. So I feel like this deck is still like the only problem with it is sometimes the consistency, but I tried to whittle that down as to where it can be as consistent as possible, and the interactions in this deck are just ridiculous. Some things are crazy, and I really love this deck, and I'm probably going to be playing it for the rest of the format. But I also want to bring you guys an updated Chaos Dragon deck profile, because I changed a lot of things in Chaos Dragons and I still play them. But like, those are probably going to be the two decks I'm going to play for this format. I don't care if it's not meta, they're really fun, and this is actually still really good, even against the meta decks. Well, from my at least testing and experience. So, we start off with all four rulers. They're really fucking good. They're Dragon Rulers, like, we all know what they do. They're just absolutely amazing cards. And this one, and since, actually, I'll show you guys later, but, like, these two are so damn good in this deck, it's crazy. And Black, like, they all are. They all have their attributes where they just, oh my god, it's so good. So, after that, we have the two Flammable Guards, because it's a Dragon Ruler deck, and you have to run Flammable Guards, for, just many purposes. It's the Sync, Cards of Consonance, Dragon Shrine, any of that shit. So, you have to run it. It's a Dragon Ruler deck. And then I still do run the Mythic Engine. I run 1 tree, 2 water. Water's really good because when you summon Scrap, you can special summon this and either use it as a pop target or XZ with Scrap Dragon. Because this card isn't that great. It's really slow, to be honest. However, sometimes this thing still does give you decent plays, like with Debris, because it only has 100 attack points. So, I mean, yeah, that's the Mythic Engine. It's still pretty good, and also it's obviously the targets for the dragons. And then, okay, so initially I was playing, so I have one Koakimera Drago. Koakimera Drago is really good because it absolutely destroys the big three. You literally summon this turn 1 or turn 2, and they can't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, which is pretty awesome. So, they can't special summon. I'm thinking about bumping this up to either 2 or 3, but I still have ideas of what to take out. Actually, the reason I wanted to try this at 1 is because I was originally running 1-for-1 in my spell lineup, but my only 2 targets were actually I had 4 targets. I had Flammable Guard, Glow Bulb, Spore, and and the other Flammable Guard. The things that I realized is this card's pretty much a -1. Like, it's good, but it's honestly not that great. Like, sometimes I really wish it was something else, so I just threw in a Koakimera Drago because I pulled one from Battle Pack, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let me just try it. And it's really good. I might bump this up depending on the meta. And it's also like a 1900 beat stick at worst against rogue decks, so it's really not too bad. And also it's searchable with Tempest, so sometimes you can Gold Star Tempest and search this out, summon this, and they can't do anything. So Drago's really good. Again, might bump it up. And then finally for the dragon, it's Debris Dragon. And since this is Plant Rulers, this thing has so many more things to do. It's insane. There's just so many combos and interactions that you can do with this thing. It's crazy. You can bring back Flammable Guards. Sometimes you can rank 4 with Mythic Tree. This card is just multi-purpose, and it can do so many things, and it's so good. So, you obviously have to run this thing. I wish it was at 2. Because that would be fucking insane if it was. Because, again, this thing is amazing. So, 1 Debris. And that's all for my dragons. I believe that's 11 dragons, which isn't much, but since the dragons also have a lot of attribute targets, which we'll get into right now, it really isn't that bad. I decided to cut the Blue Eyes engine, because instead of running plants, the Blue Eyes engine is ridiculously inconsistent. Maybe like one White Stone, 1 Blue Eyes, White Dragon I'll consider. But so far, it's been pretty inconsistent. I mean, obviously you add trade-ins for your Mythic Waters and that, but I don't know. I'm still liking it so far, and we'll just see how that goes with more testing. Then for the Plant Engine, two Lone Fire because two Lone Fire is insane. You know, Lone Fire to Lone Fire. Get your Dandy, get your Spore, get your Glow Up, whatever. It's so good. It opens up so many plays. And Soul Charge plus this is a one-turn Quasar combo. I don't run Quasar because I feel like going through so many resources just to get one monster out. He's amazing, but he's not as great as he used to be. So I don't think it's worth it. But it's still really good. And you can actually get your Shooting Star Dragon, which I'm considering running. So yeah, Lone Fire, fucking amazing card. So yeah, it's a Plant Engine. Then we have hang on, sorry. And then we have one Dandy because Dandy it's probably the best plan in the deck, to be honest. I mean, no, obviously it's not because it can't tune, but like this thing is so good because of the tokens and the things you summon off of it. It's crazy. And then we also have Spore, which is amazing, and then the newly unbanned Glow Up Bulb. And the combos with these things are absolutely ridiculous, and the interactions, and since the dragons benefit from them being level 1, so you summon level 8 synchros, and level 8 synchros are like some of the most powerful cards in the game. So these two, like this engine is absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, like I never even played Implant format back in the day. Like, what was it, like probably like 5 years ago at this point. I never played at Plant format because I still I was out of Yu-Gi-Oh! The entire like 5D saga from like 2007 or 6 to 2010. I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I wasn't in the Plant format, and I'm still learning all the combos, and I feel like just with these 5 cards, I can do so many things, and I know I haven't even touched 50% of the things, because every time I test and play with it, with friends or online, I find new things to do, and new combos, and new interactions. It's insane. These things are fucking crazy, and I love it. That's why I love it so much. It's so much fun, you can just do so many things. And then finally, well actually, yeah. So then, I run 2 Fire and 2 Ice Hands for consistency purposes. I know they're not great this format at all, to be honest. So that's why I might cut them for 2 more Koa'ki Dragos and then for like 2 more spell cards. I'm still not sure as to what to do, but these things, they're not amazing, but they're definitely not bad, and they're also blaster and title targets. Sometimes I even pitch Ice Hand with title to Foolish Burial, a Dandelion, or a Spore, or a Glow Up Bulb. It's honestly really good. It really isn't that bad. Like I said, like these could be better, but they definitely could be worse. So I don't know if I'm probably going to take these out for 2 more Koa'ki Dragos and then 2 more Spell Traps. You guys tell me how to fix this up. But they're not too bad in all honesty. And if I play Tellers or any road decks, these things just fuck them like right in the ass, which is great. So I honestly still like the hand engine, even though I know they're not the best this format. And then for the milling engine, we have 2 Trooper, which I really want DT Supers, and 1 Curry Bandit. This thing is still ridiculously powerful, especially in this deck, because I run, these are the last monsters, I run 22 monsters, I believe. I think it's 22 monsters. And so you're going to mill a lot of your monsters, which you're not going to mind whatsoever because of the E-Dragons. But also, when you do mill that 1 or 2 spell or trap card, you're going to get a ridiculously strong spell or trap card. So you really, unless it's an upstart. So you really don't mind. Like, this thing is so powerful. I wanted to up this up to 2, and I did for a little bit. And I bumped this down to 1, but just 2 of these is way better than 2 of these. But this thing is still amazing. Even late game, it's still pretty damn good. It sometimes gets you the card you need, like the Burial that you're missing in late game or anything like that. So it's still really, really good. So this milling engine, I would never change. I think it's literally perfect at 2 Card Trooper and 3 Carry Bandit. And yeah, also Card Trooper is still great for that +1 draw, which this deck kind of does need. So yeah, that's the monster lineup. I believe that's 22 or 23 monsters. I honestly don't remember. It's a lot of monsters, but honestly, you need a lot of them. And since there's a lot of those interactions that I was talking about, those monsters, like they obviously interact really well. So it doesn't really feel like you're running 22 monsters because you don't really get many dead hands whatsoever unless you draw like 2 E-Dragons and just spells and traps, which really sucks. But other than that, it's really good. So anyways, spell lineup, it's pretty simple. The deck thinning draw engine is 3 Upstart, 2 Cards of Consonance. I don't run trade-ins because I only have 2 level 8 targets. That's not worth it. That's ridiculously inconsistent. So I just run the Cards of Consonance and the Upstart. And what's great about Cards of Consonance is you can search your Flammable Guards and Debris Dragon all the time, so it's really not that bad. I even just sometimes go for Debris Dragon with this and just not care. It's still, it gets you to combo pieces, it gets you to your ridiculous interactions, so I just don't. It's really good. Cards of Consonance is good. Trade in, not so much. And then I only run 2 Dragon Shrine. I might take out the Drago, or no, I might take out one of the hands. And obviously, like 2 hands are gonna go away for the Dragos, and the other is gonna go maybe for a 3rd Shrine because I run 2 because I only have 11 dragons. So sometimes when you really draw into it late game, it's so dead, and you really wish it was something else. And I've had that happen a couple of times, so I actually really liking 2, because you get 2 when you need them, and you can abuse them to your full-out advantage. You still have a chance to open them a decent amount, so 2 is honestly a really good number. I'm still going to be testing with this deck a lot, because the deck requires a lot of testing to get everything right, and to get all the combos and interactions correct, so there'll be a lot of testing, but I'm not sure how I feel about this, but 2 right now is working out really well. I still might bump it up to 3. And then I call them like the 4 power spell cards because they just do ridiculous things. I mean, Foolish Burial is kind of like another Shrine, but better because it can mill your plants, which is fucking crazy. So, yeah, 1 Foolish. You Foolish a Dandelion, you have a Glow Up Bulb or a Spore Engraved, you just fucking win. So, I have 1 Foolish, 1 Gold Sark because Gold Sark is absolutely ridiculous. It's such a power card. It just gets you anything you need in this deck right away. And if this thing was at 3, it'd be so good. Honestly, I'd probably run 2, since we only have 4 dragons. But still, really good. Just like honestly, this is probably, in my opinion, the deck's MVP. It just does so many things that you needed to, and it's fantastic. So. Gold Sark, and then the other 2 are 1 Burial, because it's a Dragon Ruler deck, you gotta get your shit back. I actually haven't activated it a lot of the times, I don't know why, I never draw into it, and I still, like, do really well. And Busted, because this is fucking bust, especially plants. Like, if this was at 3 right now, plants would be running amok. Like, this shit is crazy, especially in this variant. Like, I can do so much crap, it's ridiculous. So, this thing's busted. This deck absolutely abuses it, and if you get it off, you will most likely win all the time. And then traps, I run 2 Traps Done, 2 Wing Blast, because best trap card in format, 2 best trap cards in format. And then I run a Compulse and a Solemn. I don't have Emptiness, because I really don't feel like dishing out $50 for 2 Emptiness. So if I ever go to an event, I'll probably pick those up, and maybe that's what I'll probably take out the hands for. And like 2 more Dragos, so that's probably what's going to end up happening at an event, but these 2 are still really good. People are starting to cut this. I still think this is amazing because it just stops a huge play, and I honestly think it's just a great card, and then Compulse is really good. So, yeah, that's my main deck. Again, don't have Vanities. I don't feel like getting Vanities, so if I ever go to an event, I will, and I know what to do with them. So, yeah. And then extra deck, which makes this deck ridiculously stupid. 1 Felgrand. This format can't really do much to Felgrand. Negate Tour Guide. Negate Winda. Negate anything. The only thing that's annoying is Construct. The distant Construct aren't even attack points, so Construct is a pain in the ass. Honestly, Winda and like Shaddolls is not a pain in the ass with this deck unless they get, which they always do. Unless they get out Construct. Construct is the reason why like Shaddolls is a tough matchup because that thing exists and it's bullshit. Then we have the rank 7s, which are Draco Sack and Big Eye. This is still really good, but this is fucking amazing. Take a Construct, which is, like, it's so good. Sometimes, like, I summon an E-Dragon, attack over the window. They have, like, a window and Construct in the field. Summon an E-Dragon, attack over the window. Main phase 2, make this. And take their Construct, and it's just so good. So, I mean, I don't know. It's really good. Also, you can take down Dantes and Downards from Burning Abyss players. And then, because Debris can bring back Mythic Tree Dragon, I do run 2 rank 4s, and then Spore also becomes a level 4 if you banish a Lone Fire or Dandy. So, like, you can make rank 4s, actually, like, when you really need them. And so I run Castel and Exciton, which are the 2 best rank 4s. I might cut this because in E-Dragons you kind of just really only need this thing. But we'll see. So I might cut this for something else. But, it's pretty good. I actually like really never do go into this, so I might cut it for like another synchro or something, or like a Master of Blades, because Master of Blades is really good this format, and this because and then I'm gonna still keep this because it's really good because it's really good in this deck. So I think those are all my Xyz, which is only 5 of them, and then we run to the busted fucking synchros. Star Reader, amazing. Just yeah, whatever. Leo, it shits on Burning Abyss, shits on Shaddoll, shits on everything in this format. It's fantastic. And then the the level 8 synchros, I'm not sure what to run. Spark, I really never go into. I know he's really good, but I never really go into him. Stardust Dragon is meh. Scrap and Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler is really good, because of just how this format is, and Burning Abyss, like, this thing, like, they cannot Wing Blast you or Karma Cut you. Like, this thing is really good for that sole reason. So I was thinking of maybe cutting this or this for one of these two for a Crimson Blader. I just don't know what. When I get Emptiness, I'm probably going to keep this in and probably take this out for a Crimson Blader, but I don't know. But yeah, those are my level 8 synchros. I'm not, like, Thought Ruler is just really strong, so I'm going to keep that thing in because of how this format is. And then the last couple synchros, Black Rose, this thing is fucking godly just in this deck because sometimes you can even use its real ability. They have a Dante in defense. So I actually won games like this. They had like 2,300 life points. I summoned this off Debris, and they're like, blow up field. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna banish the plan, switch it to attack mode, attack for game. It's fantastic. And also, a lot of the time what I do with this thing is I go into a rank 7 with it. I get this out, and then just summon an E-Dragon and just overlay for a Big Eye. Big Eye is so strong in this format, it's crazy. I'm either considering running a second one of those or a Master of Blades. So yeah, this thing is really, really good. Like, it's, oh my god, I just can't help, like, it's just so goddamn good. And then the last, 3 is one Archimedes, because with the plan engine, you have, like, chances to make 5s a lot, so I just put in the best level 5 synchro in the game. Like, yeah, right now, it's pretty much the best one. And then one Balmung, because, again, you have a lot of chances to make a 4, and sometimes he is a gateway, also another way to rank 4 XZ. Also, a lot of the times, he is a gateway into your level 8 synchros with Spore or with Debris. Like, he can do a lot. He's a very good, like, I don't really use him for his effect, I just use him to get into something bigger. And it happens a lot, which I was actually surprised about, because I was initially running 2 5s, which would be this and Librarian, but I just found that I needed to make 4s a lot of the time, so I ended up doing this, and I actually don't regret it. It's really good. And even sometimes when they actually just destroy this thing, I bring back a plant, and then, like, it's so good. Like, you just bring back a plant and have a play for next turn, so I actually really like him. So yeah, and then finally we have the Formula Synchron, because it's plants. You make this thing really easily. Sometimes I might even, like, I consider 2, but you never really even need 2. So I don't think I'm gonna go with 2. I'm probably just gonna go with 1. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck profile. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I know this is a long video because my fucking deck profiles tend to be really long. But anyways, try this deck. It's really good. Also, tell me ways to fix this deck other than Vanities, because I know Vanities would be really good. Especially with some boards you make, like you make Felgrind Vanities or Spark Vanities, you win the duel. However, I don't feel like dishing out money for it right now. But, try this out. It's really good. Also, give me suggestions as to what I can fix, like what to do with the hands or like with the Dragos, whatever. His deck is really strong, and it really does do well against the big 3, big 2. Star Knights aren't even a thing, honestly. I just destroy them. But it's mostly Burning Abyss that's the problem. Even Shaddoll isn't too bad, except Construct. Construct is a pain in the ass. But other than that, like, this deck is still really good. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm sorry for it being for so long, and I will see you guys next time.